How a breadwinner took the whole summer off. You ready for it? So today we're going to be featuring Andrea, a case study. Of course, she is a conglomerate of several clients who have actually created this result. And I'm going to be combining their stories so I protect all of their privacy while also giving you insights of how women physicians like you are getting impossible things done inside of Next Level Freedom. So you know how to do it for yourself as well. How does she do this? So the first step is defining the dream. When someone enters a program, I ask them right away, what is your dream result? What is the thing you think is entirely impossible? Let's just name it. And every client is different. For Andrea, she wanted the summer off for their kids. She is a breadwinner at an academic center. Summers off don't. She's never seen that happen. She's never seen a role model for her. No one takes long stretches off. And being the breadwinner, she felt a lot of financial pressure. She was just telling herself, this is not possible for all of these reasons. So inside Next Level Freedom, we just normalize it, but what if this could be possible? Of course it's possible. And also, while maybe at her center she hadn't seen it role modeled, inside Next Level Freedom, we do have several examples of this. People who've taken a summer, an extended leave, a year off while continuing or returning back to work afterwards. So the second strategy was running the financial numbers. Listen, we don't want anyone to not be able to pay their bills. Her brain was worried, how am I going to do this as a breadwinner? It was right to worry about it, or it was right to consider it. We just didn't want to spin out and not make any plans. So we were able to go through her numbers. Okay, go through everything, the paycheck, the savings, the retirement, the investments, the cash flow, the expenses that were coming up. Let's make sure every bill is going to be covered. We're not going to put your family, your house, your mortgage, anything at risk. Let's just see where the numbers are and let's make a plan to address the not financial aspect of it. And her math, as every woman physician, I've done this with single women, people going through a divorce, lots of kids, breadwinners. Every woman I've sat through with and gone through this process with, we have found there's an abundance of money available. You absolutely can do it. So we mapped out the full year knowing that, yes, she was going to take the summer off. Then she was going to return and she was going to pick up some holiday shifts for her colleagues. So she was going to be being paid premium holiday time for these. Overall, even with 3 summers off, her salary was going to stay the exact same. So strategy 3, engineer a complete solution before meeting with the boss. In the program, we teach never, ever, ever, hear me there, never, ever, ever, ever present a problem to leadership without solutions, or you will become the problem. They will see you as the problem. They'll see you as the troublemaker. You never want to bring solutions in. And I think when we do this as women physicians, we just don't know how this is going to be perceived. And oftentimes it's from the best of intent. We're thinking, well, I don't want to tell the boss what to do, so I'm just going to tell them the problem. Never, ever, ever bring the boss a problem without some solutions available. Because when we do, what the boss experiences is, okay, now I have a faculty who's not happy, and she's given more work to do. And she seems to be thinking all about herself. None of that is good for you. You want to be showing up with, boss, here's the issue, here's some solutions, here's how it's going to help everyone in the department. And that's what we did for this client is we empowered her. We came up, we worked with her to find solutions her boss was going to be happy about because they solved lots of problems. It made it easy for her boss to say yes. Her boss didn't have to think, I'm going to solve it. Her boss was like, oh my gosh, thank you for bringing this works. She became, through taking the summer off, she became seen as a leader. She became looked at more highly by her colleagues and her boss because she saw the vision of this and she able to put it in place. So at her center, there were some people who wanted to pick up extra shifts. There was a single man in the department who wanted to buy a house. He was looking for extra shifts. He was looking for more work to increase his salary. There were other people in the center who wanted to take the winter off or who wanted to be away for extended time in the fall or in the spring. So she was able to put all this together as boss. Here's a solution that makes the whole department happier. The whole department is more stable. So you don't have to look for who's going to watch while so and so goes to Europe for a month. We're going to be like, this is the solution. We're going to cobble this all together. So she was able to present a solution that solved everyone's problems. She was seen as a leader, as a team player. Everyone was happy about it. It was an easy yes because her solution worked for everyone. That's what we do in Next Level Freedom. We find those solutions that work for everyone. Strategy 4, timing is everything. And this is why this episode is coming out in the winter months, because if you want to take the summer off, your request needs to be hitting them now. It needs to be hitting them during like by the holidays. They need to know this is what you're planning to do for summer. So this is a very strategic positioning of this podcast. We really want to give our higher ups generally 6 to 12 months before we make a request like taking the summer off, because there are a lot of moving parts. Whether you're at a large academic center or a small one, there are other people's schedules, and we want to keep all that in mind. Once a schedule is released, I think that's a hard place to negotiate from because everyone's made plans, purchased tickets, it's settled. But if you know your 6 month schedule hasn't is written in January, you want to be bringing this to your boss before January, before they write a new schedule. You want to be there saying, "Here's the solution," because if it hasn't been written yet, you can influence it, and everyone can get a win from that. So do not wait until the summer to ask. You want to ask about 6 to 12 months ahead of time. When I say timing is everything, hear me. I absolutely do not mean wait till you're fully staffed, you're promoted, your new boss, your new chair comes in. Don't wait for any of that. That kind of waiting is not strategy. It's kind of messy. I mean, it's just very unlikely that if you're understaffed now, very likely you'll still be understaffed in the summer. So don't wait for all of these parameters. Unless you have a very specific, I'm waiting for X, Y, and Z, and it feels amazing and it feels really good and solid to you. Okay, of course, then wait for that. But for most people, we say, I'm going to wait till the economy. I'm going to wait for a new president. I'm going to wait for a new chair. And that just winds up being waiting, 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 waiting while your fellow is hired and he takes the summer off. So waiting generally is not a great strategy. Also, more people might leave between now and then. Your next boss might be even worse. Now is always the best time. If you're feeling a stirring, a calling to take summer off, now is the time to be requesting. Use our format, use our support. We can help you do that. Ask in advance. They're going to need time to rearrange schedules, get approvals, and discuss. I've seen people when they join my program, they're just like, I've been waiting for years. I've been waiting and nothing is helping. The economy is still where it was a few years ago. It's actually getting worse. Healthcare is getting worse. Waiting is just not great for you. We want to ask in advance. What they're generally saying is, I'm waiting till I'm ready. I'm scared to ask. I'm waiting till I feel ready. And so they're looking to the world to get better so they can ask. It's really the wrong way to go about it because the world is going to do what the world is going to do. And if you're trying to feel ready, I think the solution is come into coaching where we can help you release some of those stories that are in your way. That was always the best time. How do you know the next boss is going to be more supportive? What if this boss is the most supportive boss? I know this boss is the most supportive boss, by the way, because that's the boss you have right now. And we can definitely help you get the summer off with this boss. Her boss said yes. She secured the whole entire summer off. By the way, it wasn't just her boss said yes. Her boss was enthusiastically, this will work. This is solving multiple problems. I'm so glad you asked. What if the thing you're scared most of, that your boss is going to be mad at you, that you're going to be fired, that you're going to become the enemy? What if the thing you're most scared about isn't true at all? Especially if you follow our process of present what you want in a way that solves multiple problems, like you are the best team player and leader. That does not go over terribly. That goes over wonderfully. It helps you strengthen relationships. All right, strategy 5, design your summer intentionally. So at first her thought was, you know what? I just want to have the kids, all 4 of them, home with me all summer. It sounds really yummy. Me, the kids, all summer, best summer ever. And that was what she wanted. So we supported her there. And then 2 weeks in, she's like, Christina, this is a nightmare. The kids are bored. I had no idea how much energy they are. I am overloaded. This is not what I had in mind for the summer. So we redesigned the summer. We could get our kids into some camps so they could be horse riding, they could be going to the movie theater, going swimming. They could have the summer they had come to love, these busy, activity-filled summers. They could continue to have those friendships and experiences, and she could have long stretches of time to rest, to go to the gym, spa, walking, simply doing nothing. The idea, by the way, of driving them in, picking them up, having the day to herself, that was actually what she wanted, but it required putting a plan in place. So you always want to create a plan for the experience you actually want. And then just be ready to pivot because sometimes like she thought the whole summer would be amazing. And she's like, wait a second, no. So we want some space and time to also pivot to make it a summer that's the best summer ever for us, for our family. And the last strategy I want to say is, and this is really well developed in coaching, is where can we expand this one summer experience into more? Her brain was like, oh my gosh, this is impossible. Just one summer off sounds amazing. My brain was like, okay, if you love this, what if we do this every summer? What if we do this next summer? What if we also consider asking for the school holidays off? Like, where could we take what we have that's amazing and make it even better? And I think this is the best part of working with a coach is you keep being reminded that it could get better and better for everyone. We definitely have clients who have taken a whole year off, who are doing summers off regularly. It is possible if you know how to ask and you ask in a very collaborative, elevated way. So here's your five or four journal prompts for this session. One is identify an impossible goal, result, experience for your job that would have you thinking this job is the best job you've ever had. Just one very specific thing. Identify one impossible goal for this job. Number two, brainstorm what are three logistical ways this could actually happen. In my programs, the core philosophy I have is if you have an idea, it's because it's meant to be in the world. You just need some strategy to make it reality. So instead, and prompt two is list three logistical ways it could actually work. Three, identify the decision maker and outline how your proposal would solve multiple departmental issues. Four, consider expanding the scale. If one summer is amazing, what if we consider taking next summer off too? What if we consider every summer off? What if we consider all the holidays? In closing, plan now to have the best summer of your life this upcoming summer. Now is actually the perfect time to ask for time off in summer 2026. People that are having amazing summers for 2026 are making plans now. They're buying flights, they're getting the summer camps ready now. How you do this matters. Join Next Level Freedom this week so we can help you. Book your free sales call right now below. You can be in our program this week. You can help make your summer of 2026 the best one yet. See you there. Bye.